Hey, good afternoon, guys. This is Matt Rivers coming to you today with, today's blog post is really about goal setting, and every once in a while I'll cover this because I may learn something new about goal setting, which I did, and I want to share that with you. My first introduction to really setting goals happened when I was told to purchase the book Think and Grow Rich. Now, this is a book that pretty much everyone who has been successful and is successful has read multiple times. One multimillionaire that I know personally says he reads this book 6 times a year. So every couple months he goes through this book, and there has to be a reason for that. There is an outline on goal setting inside the book. I think it's on page 36 in the copy that I have. They got a lot of revised versions of the book, but and it reveals what constitutes a goal and how to actually set it up and write it out and create it in first person, basically. And there's a lot of misconceptions about goal setting. I noticed a lot of people, in fact I was guilty of this myself, used to set goals like, let's say I wanted to make $5 grand next month. Well, I would write down my goal is to make $5,000 by next month. Okay, and that was the extent of it, and that would have been my goal before I learned actually how to really write out the process of setting goals and going after them. What I learned is you shouldn't set a date that's far off into the future as far as setting your goals. For example, that was a good example. I want to make X amount of money by this, by, let's say, what's today? It's the 25th of April right now, I think. And, my goal would have been I want to make $5,000 by the end of next month. Well, that little two-letter word, by next month, makes all the difference in the world. You really have to clarify your goal. You really have to dive into it and spend time in it. In essence, you would really restructure that or reframe it as, I, Matt Rivers, want to make $5,000 by May 25th, 2013. And not only that, you also want to go into where you're at, at the time you've hit this goal. Where do you plan on being on that day when this goal is reached? And what will it feel like, after hitting this goal? And another important factor is actually setting a reward behind reaching that goal. For me, my 90-day goal, for now is to reach $15,000 per month by June 25th, 2013. June 24th, actually, 2013. And I had to back into that goal to figure out what daily actions I need to take, how much I need to make daily, how many sales I need to make daily to make that daily amount, which will result in my monthly goal. But the reward that I attach to it is, my son Michael and I will be going to Disney World. I'm going to scoop him up, maybe a friend of his, and stay 4 nights on Disney property, and one of the properties on a hotel, and stay a minimum of 4 nights. And I'm going to lease a luxury vehicle to drive down to Orlando instead of using my car. That's just my goal. And but it takes time to actually get into that. It may take you 10 pages, it may take you 20 pages. It really depends on what your goal is. There are long-term and short-term goals, but I like to keep them short, to continually, because I can kind of quantify the activity that I need to do to reach my goals. So the important thing is, as far as this video is concerned, is to take time in your goals. Don't just jot something quick down and think that's your goal, because that isn't. You really have to maybe go to a place, where you feel it inside, where you're moved by it to tears, maybe, like I was, to really figure out what it is. So that's it for today. We'll finish up this in some future video on goal setting. Hope you got something out of it. If you like the post, please like and share it, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.